Welcome back to another game. Feels like I've not played in a long while, but my over the board game was a success. Pretty much had the line that I'd prepped and what came up in the last game, and we won, so that was good. Although it did, is it this? I think it's this, isn't it? This is the, I can never remember what kind of gambit it is, like the lizard gambit. It's not really a gambit because if you take either way, you get the pawn back. I'm always a bit nervous when they've got a spectator. So they've got, oh, from the UK, nice. A 2500 correspondence player. And somebody from Azerbaijan, high rated, like 2280 bullet. So this move, we get the knight out. And if you come here, trying to defend it with your bishop, I go here with my knight. Yes, let's have a little look. 2280, 5000 bullet games, wow. 2000 blitz, 2060, and then 2150. Okay, so they gave there, so they give me this, but then they can play here. Now I'm not sure. Do I go for this manoeuvre to try and win it back with a knight? I can still get hit with it. I think I just take. I don't know. Maybe I should have played bishop g4? No, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking on takes c4. I don't know what I should be playing there. Queen back to d8. That doesn't feel like I've got what I wanted out the opening. Queen e6 check. Might be viable. So okay. We'll look at that afterwards, what you should play against c4, c3s. Neither here nor there. So like bishop here, I'll just go for quick castles. I think just castle. Okay, so this lacks a bit of purpose now. We can play for c5. Or e5. Don't want e5. Kind of drawn towards c5. Maybe knight out and then c5. Maybe knight here. Where's my light square bishop want to go? Here. Does cover a lot of useful squares there. Can get kicked. I kind of like my bishop there. His e7 pawn is a bit vulnerable. I reckon at some point a5, a4, a3 is probably a decent plan, just to disrupt the structure here at a bit of a minority attack. Don't really want to put here because the pawns get rumbling. So maybe we just go for just replace the knight here. Bishop. I do lose the ability to come back with the queen. That's fine, I can always come here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure on the way forward here. Kind of like the idea of c5 now. c5 gets kind of trading where I get a knight there, then running this pawn up. forcing them to do something with their b pawn, and then my bishop becomes good. That's a loose plan. E7 pawn is a bit of an issue as well, so maybe I'll play for e5 instead, but then we have a very symmetrical board structure. Like we could get takes. We could get takes. I don't know why I take the bishop takes. I'll probably be okay in that position. I'll be a bit more active, and like bishop gets replaced there, and they're on quite a strong diagonal. Need to be semi-careful of my queen having blocked off any kind of super safe squares for me. Something like this. Here push, but then we can play like b5. Okay, castles. So I like c5. Am I concerned about my e7 pawn? Do I just trade it with e5? Maybe the pawn will live there and the bishop will come out this way. Here takes. We'll have to trade first. Not ideal, so do we play b6? Then I run myself up on this diagonal. Just sit the knight there. I think I'm about ready to start trying this idea. I've got a very passive pawn position, right? Everything's on the home square apart from one slight push with the g6 pawn, so I'm not controlling space with my pawns. So the engine would probably prefer white. Development wise, piece wise similar, right? Kind of a knight and a bishop each. A big diagonal for both of us to get onto. I prefer white's position here. I've got a more developed queen. I'd say like plus 0.2, 0.3, so nothing really that big, just pretty even, certainly at this level. Nothing really to start grinding out. It'll be weird, what plans can you come up with? I'd imagine they'll just try and start passing pressure on the e pawn, and I want to try and go for some kind of minority attack over on the a file. That's my plan. Yeah, and I suppose that's kind of what the learnings are now, isn't it? Of like, yeah, what are the typical plans you can get here? Let's go for a5 now. I'm aware that there's this discovery line, but I don't think they have a decent move with the bishop. The bishop will come here. I'm sort of the option of maybe playing h6. I think ultimately my rook will move its way to e8. I just need to be careful then of like bishop coming here, so maybe we'll get like a4. Then maybe, yeah, okay, interesting. We're making something happen. So now like c6, b5. b6, b6 bishop b7. I say b6, I'm a bit worried about that getting there. So like b6 knight there. this. Go for this plan. Takes, and then maybe bishop b4. Maybe like takes, and I'd have a passed a pawn, but then I'll have this like a 2 clump DC. I'm more keen to try and get b6 to work. I probably just need to move my queen. Like b6 and one of these knight jumps. Then the queen sits here, bishop there. We'll go for it. Might bite us. How's our rating looking? How many games have we played now? 173, wow. Maybe when we hit our first 100 games, that felt like not that long ago, and we nearly doubled that now. Even our Fisher Random, 13 games of that. So I'm thinking somewhere along this diagonal for my bishop. I'm thinking e6 with my pawn. Any other thoughts? Yeah, just concerned if they beat me through the race here, which they can. They just have to move their knight literally anywhere. And I can't play this because when the bishop comes, I can't move my queen and defend my bishop. Like I don't have this square to come back and defend, or like this square to come back and defend. They're all kind of occupied all through my own pawns. Yeah. So I was thinking here. I'm in contact with my e7 pawn, or I just play like rook b8. It's not really where I want my rook, but actually rook b8 is not good because here, so if I'm back, then knight here is a threat and comes up, and then you can get like perpetual burst. So maybe I go rook a7. Need to be a bit careful, I think. So here, 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 here. I'll start running out of squares. I can come back here. Then here, through there. I think I'm okay. Actually, this is interesting. Going around this way. Like, yeah, you're there, can you get away with like takes, queen there? But e6. Actually, no, I was thinking like this, and this. I think I'm in some trouble. My synopsis shouldn't. I think b6 is a mistake, which I kind of knew at the time. was thinking here, do I have any other options? Nope. Yeah, bishop here, I'm thinking I've got to play this. Maybe he just goes back. Here goes back. Might just have to chop it. Okay. Oh, he gets the pawn. Or perpetual. Yeah, you misplayed, right? See, you get your pawn here. Oh, it's really bad actually, isn't it? This comes at the end. Ouch. Pawn on exchange. Ouch. Yeah. Oops. Any clever in-between moves available? It's not looking great, is it? Yeah, b6 was rubbish, wasn't it? Yeah, down a pawn in exchange. Challenging position. Challenging. It's quite an open. Well. So it's quite an open position. There's lots of space, right? But we've only traded one pawn. It's just that the pawns aren't interlocking. They've still got space between them. This is going to be challenging to scrap something out of. Oh dear. I suppose you didn't really need to take one. There's no rush. So my thought is I might need to try and get some counterplay over here, or you've got background problems. Okay. Rook is attacked. Do we double stack here? Seems most likely this is coming here. I think you'd play that, wouldn't you? And what we'll play like c5 and lose a knight. Brilliant. Play our rook up. Just play quickly. Queen a8? Is that problematic? No. Rook d8. Still challenging position for me here. I think having a, I think that there, like king up, doubling, probably quite good. Can play this, but even if I get the exchange back, I'm still down to pawn, aren't I? Yeah, so we just play speedily. Get some counterplay. Counterplay's either got to be back rank, or one of my pawns has got to get close to promoting. There goes the back rank issue. I think like c5 might be in the offing. Well, I can't target this a4 pawn. Where would I, if I could, I'd like to put my queen here. Unfortunately, there's no path to actually get your queen there, is there? Without trading a queen. Maybe we'd... Yeah, this isn't so good either, because I lose the race for that. I probably want to keep... I don't know what I want to do. Just want to play nothing moves. And wait to get beaten. Maybe rook back, queen back. It's like a4 pawns undefended. Maybe my chances to try and win that a4 pawn and promote it. Maybe I provoke b3, and that might give me something else to still not be able to target. This is not good. Maybe his queen will move, and on c5 creates a bit of pressure, and we win the d pawn. Yeah, I think basically the time, the clock has got to be my only chance. And give myself very slim chances of salvaging anything from this game. So we have provoked something, and then we come up from there. We can play here, and then here. Yeah, is that any good? There we can't take. Push, push. Well, that's something to do, isn't it? Taking would be wonderful. And yeah, there could be some pressure now. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces on it. And if you push, I can cause a bit of problems here. Doesn't win a pawn, but puts some pressure on. If it takes, then I've got queen coming back attacking c4, and I've got the bishop attacking on c3, I've got the rook attacking on d5. You have got a passed d pawn, which could be problematic. Like if you had 2 moves and you could play boom boom, all your pawns on light squares, I'm absolutely sunk. Maybe they do, maybe they just play c4. Oh no, I'll take the bishop, don't I? Yes, there's some chance of that where I get a bishop here and it looks like it's pinned, but then I can... So we create some complications here. I think it's kind of the best we can hope for. Still a bit annoyed really that the whole b6 move, I knew it was rubbish at the time, I should have just I don't know. Thought a bit longer, played a better move. So yeah, threatening to take and take here. If you push, obviously we can see a4 square. You can't defend both pawns at the same time. Maybe you'd look for counterplay is probably the best idea. Maybe you play like queen here to go after this pawn. And like takes. Yeah, I think this idea is probably the strongest because you're hitting the rook, aren't you? So you go here, takes. You take there. I take there. You take there. Yeah, I think this is your move. Interesting. I can take there. And this falls. I take here. And then there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Or this. Yeah, I'm gonna get a past a pawn. Like we've got 2 sets on this. We've got 2 sets on that. Like bishop takes here. On this, I was thinking queen here. I need to be careful where I put my bishop because queen here, check picks up the rook is dangerous. So yeah, you have a pin, but I have this counter-attacking your rook. Oh, you take with the queen, and my queen is pinned, so I can't take you there. Yes, this could be game over then, could it? Yeah, I'm thinking I have this, but I don't. Take there. What about here? No, it takes a check. Do we have anything better? Oh, rook here. You just need to be careful, obviously, the runaway D pawn. Like you could even sack your exchange back. Push the pawn. I don't know, maybe that's draw. Not sure. Nice. It's quite a tasty move, isn't it? Whew. Yeah, the pin is too much. Just down a piece, right? This is done. Any clever tricks? I do not think so. Were you resigning? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's take a look at that. So this is like my lizard defense, Mittenberger Gambit. Takes knight out. What do you play against c4 was the question. Can you just go here? Is there ever this? No. Okay. We didn't get that, we had that. So c5 is the kind of play. c5 or e5. Please play c5, it's saying do not play b6. Yeah, this is kind of done from here. Thanks for watching.